Our fundamental mission is to take care of people who are victims of crime and protect people on an everyday basis. And if it doesn't appear that we're taking care of our own very well, how can we expect people to believe that we're going to be able to take care of them?
Interim Chief Paul Humphrey says LMPD needs to fix its internal problems and then refocus on violent crime. This is Wave News at 6. I'm Myra Ansari. John is off tonight. The interim chief says that he wants his officers to make more arrests and write more traffic tickets. He says they also need to focus on where crime is happening in individual neighborhoods. Wave News troubleshooter Mark Stevens says that Humphrey believes that they can bring crime down even with a shortage of officers.
Humphrey says being short around 300 officers is a challenge, but is not an excuse. And he said it's unacceptable for the city to decide to live with a certain level of crime.
When people getting shot is normalized to the point where you gloss over it because it wasn't, quote unquote, out of the ordinary, that's a problem with our community.
Interim Chief Paul Humphrey says the department needs to fix its internal issues and refocus on violent crime as the perception of crime out of control builds in neighborhoods across the metro.
Identify people who are drivers of crime. The vast majority of our crime is driven by a very small percentage of people, and that's what we're talking about.
Humphrey says he wants officers to be more proactive, make more arrests, and write more traffic tickets. He says those are proven methods.
We know that proactive policing is effective in combating particularly violent crime.
Humphrey says the department needs to focus where crime repeatedly occurs, put officers there and attempt to disrupt a cycle of violence. He says there will be changes in the next couple of weeks.
Data show that certain locations are habitually fraught with violent crime issues. We have to focus on those locations.
These changes will come while the city continues to negotiate a consent decree with the Justice Department on how LMPD will operate. Humphrey was the lead on those negotiations. That's been assigned to other staff now. He doesn't know when a final deal will be reached, but he's confident the department will be in a good position to implement further reforms and build trust over time.
We have to make sure that officers understand what the rules are. We have to make sure that the public understands what is expected of officers. And then we have to hold each other accountable to it, right? And in doing so, we have to enforce the law, and we have to treat people the right way.
I also asked Humphrey if he wants to be the next full-time chief. He said he'll cross that bridge when it comes, saying there is more important work to be done now. Mark Stevens, Wave News.
All right, thank you so much.